Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, and we are going to be talking about how to breathe more easily, even during allergy season. I'm Dr. Jeanette DeWitt, and this is the Facebook Live Tuesday series. I am a physical therapist, an athletic trainer, and a fitness coach, and I welcome you to learning how to breathe more easily. First thing we want to talk about today is your breathing muscles. So a little education about your inspiration muscles, that's breathing in, and your expiratory muscles, breathing out. You have primary inspiratory muscles that you use during normal breathing. And this is going to be your diaphragm and your external intercostals. So your muscles in your abs, the side oblique muscle, or excuse me, I misquoted that. External intercostals are the muscles between your rib cage. Then you have secondary inspiratory muscles that you use during heavy breathing. These are your scalenes, which are going to be in this little triangular space here. Your sternocleidomastoid, which is going to be this muscle that kind of pops out when you turn your head. And your pectoralis minor, which is a chest muscle. Those three muscles will kick in when you are having difficulty breathing, such as an asthmatic, when somebody has exercise-induced asthma, also an asthmatic condition, or just heavy breathing from running the 40-yard dash in an athlete. So all of those, the primary muscles are going to be used during normal breathing. The secondary muscles will be used during heavy breathing. And this is inspiration, or breathing in, trying to get air into the lungs. Your expiratory muscles, these are passive during normal breathing. So it's basically the relaxation of the inspiratory muscles. So your diaphragm and your external intercostals, those little muscles between the ribs, those are the muscles that will relax during normal breathing when you are exhaling or breathing air out. During active expiratory muscles, those are going to be your internal intercostals, also little muscles between the rib cage, and your abdominals. And this is going to kick in, these two muscles kick in during forceful exhalation or during heavy breathing. For example, again, an athlete who's out of breath from participating in competition, or an asthmatic, or someone who gets asthma when it's exercise induced. So once again, we have the inspiratory muscles breathing in and the expiratory muscles breathing out. Now, we want to talk a little bit about your diaphragm and using diaphragmatic breathing. This is key. A lot of adults actually do not breathe correctly. They use these secondary muscles. That's kind of why I talked about the muscles first, is because they use these secondary muscles and they're chest breathers. So they're kicking in those neck muscles when really they should be using their diaphragm and the external intercostal muscles. So how do you know if you're breathing correctly? Well, one of the key things is, let me drop my computer down here a little bit. One of the key things is you want to put one hand on the chest. I'm going to raise up a bit, and one hand on your belly. And if you breathe and your chest is coming up and down, then you know, and of course I was exaggerating, then you know you are not breathing correctly. You want to make sure that you are breathing through your belly or through your diaphragm. So one of the best ways to do this, again, I'm going to raise this up so you can see me a little bit better, specifically my abdominals or my diaphragm, is if my hand is on my belly, then when I breathe in, my belly should go out. And when I breathe out, my belly should go in. So again, if I have my hand on my chest and I have a hand on my belly, when I breathe in, my belly goes out. When I breathe out, my belly goes in. If I take that from the side, then if I breathe in, my belly goes out. If I breathe out, my belly goes in. It's super important to learn how to breathe through the diaphragm, diaphragmatically. So it's kind of tricky because a lot of people, when as they age, they start breathing through their chest and they're not going to get sufficient air like they should. So breathing through the diaphragm, breathing out, your belly goes in, breathing in, your belly goes out. Now, some other things that you can do to help with breathing is reducing allergens in your home. And this is a key. A lot of this information I've taken from the doTERRA Living magazine. And the reason I've done that is because they are a very reputable company who also talks about how to purify your home and how to reduce allergens. So one of the biggest things that you can do to reduce allergens and improve air quality in the home is to take your shoes off. Now, as a physical therapist, I'm not keen on taking shoes off because a lot of people need good arch support and they need to have a shoe on because without that, they're getting a lot of impact into their feet. So thank you, Misty, for commenting. Absolutely, if you talk about voice and you talk about singing, you definitely have to breathe through the diaphragm. So anyway, going back to, I appreciate your comment. Thank you, Joelle. Thank you, Misty, for joining. Todd was on here too. Thank you. Hello, everyone. And hello, Diane. Welcome to you too. So taking your shoes off in the home is crucial, but a lot of people can't take their shoes off because they have orthopedic issues or muscle issues that don't allow them to do that. So then I recommend whatever shoes you wear outside, switch them when you enter the house and have a pair of shoes that you only wear indoors. The reason you want to not wear the same shoes in the house is because you are tracking in everything where you were. This is key in my field as a healthcare professional. We don't wear our shoes inside the house because when we do, we are tracking whatever we left at the hospital, whatever we left at the clinic, whatever we left at a nursing home. We don't want to track anything that we've had contact with there into our house. So think of those things because the same would apply if you work outside, if you're just walking outdoors, you're tracking a lot of dirt and allergens and chemicals potentially too into your home. Now, another thing that you can do is use natural cleaners. Many people with breathing difficulties have trouble with aerosols, fragrance sprays, a lot of strong perfumes, things like that. So keeping those out of your home and using natural cleaners or natural products is a smart idea to help you breathe better. I like to say natural cleaners can be as simple as baking soda, vinegar. Obviously, don't combine those two unless you're cleaning your drains. Rubbing on alcohol is a great one to clean with. Really helps clean the chrome on your sinks. Hydrogen peroxide is another one, and then doTERRA also offers an On Guard cleaner concentrate that has natural purifying essential oils that are non-toxic. Those are great options for you with cleaning in your home so that you're not creating allergens and not putting toxins and chemicals into your home, especially if you have babies, infants, children, or pets that might have access to that. If you have carpets in your home, vacuuming frequently. It's normal to have dust bites in your home, but they do trap bacteria and can create unpleasant smells. Vacuuming regularly will reduce the presence of dust mites and prolong the life of your carpet, Plus, it gets you a little bit of a workout too because you're vacuuming. My only caution is when you vacuum, make sure you walk with your vacuum cleaner instead of sawing with your vacuum cleaner. There's no saw on the vacuum cleaner, but I see a lot of people, you know, doing this with their vacuum. Just walk with your vacuum cleaner and it'll be a lot safer. Every 3 months, another tip would be is to change your air filter. And if you have pets, you may want to change your air filter more frequently. Changing the air filter will reduce dust mites and bacteria in your home. Another option that you have is diffusing different essential oils that help to purify the air. So doTERRA offers many essential oils that do this. Purify, On Guard, juniper berry, lemon, lime, and melaleuca are some of the best ones that they recommend for cleansing properties and for ridding your home of allergens and toxins. Another recommendation is using houseplants. There are specific houseplants that help to improve the air quality in your home and reduce allergens. The peace lily helps to reduce mildew, so it's a great one to put into bathrooms. Eucalyptus has tannins in its leaves, and those leaves help promote feelings of clean breathing and relaxation. English ivy helps to clear the air of airborne fecal matter. Yes, I did just say fecal matter. So if you have pets, English ivy is perfect for that. And Boston fern acts as a natural humidifier. You want to have some moisture in the air. Dry air is not so pleasant for people with breathing difficulties, but moist or humid air is often easier to breathe in. So having a natural humidifier in a Boston fern can be helpful for people who suffer from dry skin and have difficulty with breathing as well. The spider plant is also a great plant because it rids the house of mold and dust allergens, and it also helps to absorb like formaldehyde and carbon monoxide, all of which nobody wants that in their home. So those are some 5 plants that you can use to kind of strategically placed around the home to reduce allergens in your home. I'll say those again. Peace lily, eucalyptus, English ivy, Boston fern, and the spider plant. Now, also we talked about essential oils and diffusing them, and there are some specific essential oils that can support your respiratory system. And doTERRA has a really good blog about this, so most of this information I also took from them. And the reason that I suggest this is because there's actually research that's backing this up. There's growing evidence that monoterpenes such as, I'm going to get kind of technical here, D-limonene, 1,8-cineol, and alpha-pinene can help support respiratory health as part of a healthy lifestyle. D-limonene is found as a major constituent in citrus oils, and 1,8-cineol can be found in eucalyptus and cardamom essential oils, and alpha-pinene forms the foundation of frankincense and juniper berry essential oils. So try using these oils in your home as a favorite regimen to support respiratory health. I'll say those again. Any of the citrus oils, remember we mentioned lemon and lime earlier, but also eucalyptus, cardamom, frankincense, and juniper berry. I hope this has been helpful and you've learned how to breathe correctly through your diaphragm. You've learned how to use natural cleansers, taking your shoes off, vacuuming frequently, changing your air filter, and using essential oils to help with reducing allergens in the home, as well as improving your or supporting your respiratory system. If you have questions that are specific, please feel free to post those into the chat below, or go ahead and you can contact me directly at Jeanette@DeWittPTWellness.com, or you can call me at 842-2220. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you breathe a little bit more easily now that you have some great information, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.